Hello, everyone. I'm Jacqueline Stewart, Director and President of the Academy Museum of Motion Pictures in Los Angeles. I am so thrilled to be with you today, albeit virtually, for the grand opening of the Norman Studios Silent Film Museum. This opening marks a true milestone, a labor of love and painstaking preservation that has been many years in the making. Now, I've long been fascinated by the cultural significance and history of silent films, the ways that filmmakers, studios were formed and star systems were created, the nuanced acting in silent films, and the ways that audiences engaged during the silent era. But what's most fascinating to me, as someone who has studied Black film history for decades, is the active community of Black filmmakers who are creating independent silent films in parallel with mainstream silent film production. I can't stress enough how essential it is to recognize the accomplishments, the struggles, and the artistry of these early Black film artists and pivotal allies like Richard Norman, who produced so-called race movies, films that were intended for Black audiences during the era of segregation and that featured primarily Black casts. And the fact that the Academy Museum of Motion Pictures recently had an exhibition called Regeneration, Black Cinema 1898 to 1971, shows the significance of the Norman legacy because Regeneration, the title of the exhibition, comes from the title of a Norman film, Regeneration. And that concept of regeneration was so important to us because we wanted to point out how people like Richard Norman, that whole community of filmmakers for Black audiences, were building things that future generations of filmmakers, Black filmmakers in particular, would draw from. Now, Regeneration, the exhibition at our museum, closed recently, and if you didn't get a chance to see it, I hope you'll get an opportunity to check it out. It's moving to the Detroit Institute of the Arts, where it will be on view in February of 2024. We were so honored to recognize Norman Studios as a part of that exhibition, and we feel so deeply connected to what you are accomplishing today. This museum represents the sole remaining race film studio in the country, and we should just take a moment to digest the significance of that. The sole remaining race film studio in the country. You're elevating the long and historically sidelined tradition of Black filmmaking for the Black community in the United States, and this is a history that demands to be known by film lovers, by cinephiles. Everyone should know the history of the Norman Studios and this incredible community because it's so significant to the meaning of American cinema. So I want to congratulate you. I want to congratulate Barbara, everyone on the museum team, and the Jacksonville community for preserving this cultural treasure. And thank you for urging us to think more deeply about the many strands of film history that have not been acknowledged before. Congratulations.